In the last video, I spoke to you about Bible studies for adults. Now, Christian formation begins from our mother's wombs. That's what the psalmist says in Psalm 139, that you knew me from that time. And that is where the journey is from that time. And so we take the formation, the Christian formation of our children very seriously. For that reason, we actually are intentional about choosing who gets to work with our children. Of course, we follow all the safe church protocols and all that, but it's not just about that. It's about people coming to lead this time with children and their formation who have already engaged with the scripture, have a deep prayer life, and are really into their own Christian journey. So we encourage that to happen. At the same time, we want parents to be in the church so that they can actually engage with their own formation. So at the time for children, Sunday Children's Chapel, which happens between the time after gospel reading and right before peace, that time where the adults have their own sermon, that's when the children come out here and have their Christian formation time. That is intentional. But we also believe that formation happens in a community. So we don't wish to deprive them of that. They have their own community as children, yes, and their learning takes place that way. But every third Sunday, we have what we call the Children's Sunday. So the children stay with the adults, and we have a multi-generational worship service in which children take part in reading the scripture, and the sermon is a dialogue with them, which is meant for them and the adults at the same time. It's actually quite a fun experience for me as a preacher to engage with everyone at that level and to have that multi-generational conversation on the third Sunday every month. And then we believe that Christian formation for children, as important as it is to do it right here in the church, that's not all. It needs to be more than that. It needs to happen in their own homes and families. So St. Paul's provides a free resource of online videos that parents can use, and they're like VeggieTale type videos that parents can use for the formation of their children. So what's the point? The point is that the Christian journey begins at a very, very young age, and it needs to be invested in. We need to take the wisdom of those who are ahead of us on that journey, and walking with them. We learn by being with them on that journey, and that it's not just what happens on a Sunday morning in some classroom, but it happens in the community of believers. So the point of Christian formation for children is to learn to take those baby steps with the rest of the community in their walk with God.